It's if for Ghana is gearing up towards something a year very phenomenal. It sounds here very historic. Michemu ya Sadia Yebabeka once na Sadia Ababe to just see Yebabeka 17. It is going to change the course of Ghana forever. Now, you recall say before the December 7th elections last year, John Dramani Mahama, he was campaigning on the premise that he wanted the constitution to be changed. So that was the whole one of the campaign messages. John Dramani Mahama, he was campaigning for say a year 1992 constitution. So boom, it is almost like 30 plus years, 32 years, and still constitution now you use. Meanwhile, and then your digital age, and then your master and your AI, and your whole lot of different things. Way back in 1992, those things, they were not present. And obe pese on a constitution, the constitution on a whole lot of things will change. It been proposed say see an increase presidential term, near a year 5 years, 5 years. Also near increase a year MP term 5 years, 5 years. And also the laws, LGBT, a year chief justice appointment, a whole lot of things. And also enacted laws, our social media, a bit may protect here because the framework, a laws are abiding and as a binding social media regulations. Now, finally, we are heading towards that because that's a year from the president communications. The more parties say yes, what we will be getting very soon, a taste of a Ghana for the upper because according to NPP, the Liberty screens, let's put this on the screens first. We also screens, say. Felix Ofosu Kwachi, who are Felix Kwachi Ofosu or Felix Ofosu Kwachi, who happens to be the communications director of the presidency communications. Opposite John Dramani Mahama, President John Dramani Mahama has tapped some people and a team to lead a legal for a team of legal and governance experts to review the 1992 constitution. So what John Dramani Mahama has been saying all along about this particular 1992 constitution, John Dramani Mahama finally wakonya team. Now this is not just the only thing because team members omudia ba betuja I just say NPP wako read team members I just say omudia ba betuja and na NPP be two screens. But before I read this team members President Akuffo the Chief Justice no ankasa ninua ba or the same betuja e bisano e will join you say she was appointed as a Chief Justice or a former Chief Justice under the tenure of President Akuffo. What does she think about the constitutional change? Now, for the first time, you saw that someone in the Akufo-Addo's family and fraction breaking ties and as a breaking rules with President Akufo-Addo. So this time around, Madam Sophia Akuffo in some of the two journal or parties say constitutional review any change necessary. Now she doesn't agree with what ex-president Akufo-Addo is saying because there was some changing constitution or a judge or a lawyer or be a chief justice never be na enquire under the constitution. Now before I be question ni akwhwe in some chief justice we told you say we have a whole lengthy of the people list of the people I just say Minuka say they will be mandated to spearhead the review of the 1992 constitution. Now any idea to screen, so let's read what we have on the screens. It's here for us, you can see also this is coming from the presidency communications and oshe a year date was here now 19th of January 2025. That is today Sunday. Now you can according to details as to what they are saying here. A big preview for you guys to see. Or say President Mahama sets up constitutional review committee. President John Dramani Mahama has, in fulfillment of his promise to see through the implementation of the constitutional review process, established a constitution review committee with the following membership. John Dramani Mahama in Semana cancer John Dramani Mahama or best constitution or per constitutional review near the Adeno and NDC for party say the process have already started because as a president was setting up a committee they will be spearheading that particular thing. Members number one Professor H. Kwesi Prempeh honorary chairman. Number two Justice Sophia Edinyira also a member. Number three Professor Kwame Kakari also a member. Number four Miss Charlotte Osei that's a former EC chair also a member. Number five Dr. Gordon Jokuto also a member. Number six Ibrahim Tanko Amidu also a member. Number seven AC Ansa also a member. Number eight Dr. Reni Kumpariga or also a secretary. So these are basically the people it's here for they have been tasked to see through say the constitutional review it is going to be a now it doesn't also end there. There is more also on this particular fraction. The committee is expected to identify and address the gaps in and the challenges with the implementation of previous constitutional review work done by the 2010 Constitution Review Commission and the 2023 Constitution Review Consultative Committee. Engage key stakeholders to solicit their views on the proposals for the attainment of the 1992 Constitution and make actionable recommendations aimed at enhancing democratic governance in the country. And with this particular crowd and what what will be happening is that one more almost say lead this particular they'll be looking at the past constitutional review committees, the work that they did, and also setting recommendations or more moving forward, and also what they think about the Ghana constitution. Does it need any change? If it needs changes, what are some of the changes it needs? So these are many of the few things now that is not all, because the federal also went ahead to give us a glimpse more of what will be happening. Also to us to say the stakeholders to solicit their views on the proposals for the attainment of the 1992 Constitution and make actionable recommendations aimed at enhancing democratic governance in the country. Also, the composition of the committee underscores the president's desire to engage persons of proven expertise, dedication to the service of the nation, and commitment to the good governance to maintain the process. The committee will present its recommendations to the constitutional amendment within 5 months of consideration by the government, and this was signed by Sophia Akuffo. So he is the acting spokesperson of the president. So basically that is it. Now in some way by now forecast, okay, what at all are they going to change? Madam Sophia Akuffo needing APM. Now if I take you to this article last year December, Modern Ghana reports now, or say I disagree with Akuffo to support Mahama's call for constitution review. This is coming from the former Attorney General, former Chief Justice, Madam Sophia Akuffo. Now, you may read the details of it. Now, let's take this particular details. Let's take it. Or say, former Chief Justice Sophia Akuffo has voiced her support for President John Dramani Mahama's call for a review of the 1992 Constitution, challenging President Nana Akufo-Addo's assertion that the constitution is flawless and requires no revision. So basically, contrary to what President Akufo-Addo as a constitution, perfect, it is good. And once you hear any recommendation or revision, Akufo-Addo stance, Rebecca, Chief Justice of Akufo, she has broke grounds with her, saying she supports John Dramani Mahama on this. Now, Omoto says, speaking in an interview on Joy News on January 7, 2025, Sophia emphasized the importance of treating the Constitution as a living document and must evolve to meet contemporary needs. And what Sophia was saying here is that Sana Medica can they be a message. Niema sam because 1992 na any social media 1992 na niema bebere wo currently eni ho 1992 certain things, technology, way of life, we need to change it to meet today's standards. Almost also to us to say, I've never agreed with former president that the constitution is so perfect that it doesn't need to be reviewed. The constitution being a living document has to be nurtured, tweaked, massaged, and from time to time we must take a look to see whether it continues in every aspect to suit current day purposes, she stated. Sophia also dismissed the notion that amending the constitution undermines its credibility. Instead, she argued the periodic reviews are necessary to ensure it remains relevant. So basically, this is the first time who say President Akufo-Addo, the Chief Justice or appointed, no, the constitution needs to be changed. We need to do something about it because it is not so perfect. There are a whole lot of things in it. What's yes, Assassin American, Emre Kuninim. Business is kunim, the way of life, the mode of life, same properties. I was here, you didn't meet today's standards, but you go so any you suit the constitution now. Let's say you make any changes. Let's say you so idea. Imagine say Ghana use 1801 constitution, which has slave laws in the maniema. it wouldn't be any idea be wise. Okay, until I was saying miracle nimbi. So this is just a developing story. I'll be giving you more updates as all of these events unfold.